In this video, we are going over the primary study guide and then the multiple choice question practice with respect to chapter 12, which deals with a statement of cash flows. This is to help you prepare for the final exam. So the final exam, all multiple choice, you will have 4 questions associated with the statement of cash flows in this chapter. Particularly important is to know what goes in each of these sections, not really asking you to compute them or recreate them, but just have a general idea of what kind of accounts or cash flows relating to what kind of accounts would be captured in each of these sections, operating, investing, and financing, and understand what cash equivalents are. Cash equivalents being part of cash that is captured in the statement of cash flows. Okay, so matching the items to the section of the statement of cash flows that they are reported under: operating, investing, financing, anything that concerns net income, revenues, expenses, non-cash income items, even where we adjust for those, that would be operating. Anything to do at all with income or income statement is the operating section. Then you would go to the balance sheet. These items appear in this top line: current assets and current liabilities. Basically, all current items also go to the operating section. So current assets and current liabilities both go to the operating section. Then work your way through the rest of the statement of cash flows. Long-term assets on this side, those would go to the next section. Oh, forgot my equities. Then the last two things on this other side, on the right side, long-term liabilities and equities, those would go to financing. So long-term assets, investing, long-term liabilities, and equities, both of those go to financing. So all income statement items and the top line of the balance sheet, those go to operating. Then long-term assets, what's left on the left side of the balance sheet, investing, long-term liabilities and equities, financing. Remember that operating also includes adjustments for non-cash income items like depreciation expense. What is a cash equivalent? A cash equivalent is an investment asset that is readily convertible to a known amount of cash and will reach maturity in a short period of time, normally 90 days. Note that for a current asset, it is less than 1 year. This is a much shorter period of time to be a cash equivalent. Also, it cannot be just a general current asset. It has to be an asset that is an investment asset, one that has a known marketplace where I could exchange it easily. Things like treasury bonds are particularly good examples of cash equivalents. Okay, just know how to define that. Let's go look at this multiple choice question practice document. What is a cash equivalent? This is not a cash equivalent because a distribution of equity to owners, that represents dividends. A liability, so a cash equivalent is a very nearly mature asset, not a liability. An investment readily convertible to a known amount of cash, reach maturity in a short period of time. That would be correct. An asset converted to cash or consumed within a year. There they're talking about current assets, which are not the same as cash equivalents. My answer would be C. Which section would payments relating to expenses and our current liabilities, expenses being a net income item, current liabilities being a current item on the balance sheet, both of those things suggest operating. Statement of cash flows is concerned with changes in cash. It's about cash. So cash and cash equivalents. Which section would payments and receipts relating to long-term assets? Long-term assets would be investing. So operating is anything net income, anything current. Investing is only long-term assets, the rest of the assets. Financing is the last two things on the balance sheet, long-term liabilities and equities. Long-term liabilities, that would be financing. Payments and receipts relating to equities other than net income, that would also be financing. Okay, that is the end of the content that we're going to cover a review for Chapter 12. In the next video, we'll start covering Chapter 13's material for the Final Exam Study Guide.